Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This is where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. With news, China's economic stumbles are standing out in an improving world. Markets have reopened in the US after a long weekend holiday, and the period of thin trading over the summer is now over. Wall Street equities are up strongly in mid-afternoon through heavy trading. Bond yields are also higher. Shares are also up in Shanghai yesterday, but the rally there was hollow, with volumes unusually light. In a move to try and reassure investors on China's equity markets after the recent official manipulations, China scrapped its 5% dividend tax for long-term investors. It is unlikely to restore much faith, however. China's exports fell sharply in August. The country is facing its most worrying decline since the GFC, with overseas shipments falling 5.5% last month compared with a year earlier. This is amid signs of a steepening downturn. Imports fell even heavier, down 14.5%, although some of that will be related to the very low oil price. Despite the declines, China managed to post a monster trade surplus exceeding $60 billion. A very good trade surplus was also turned in by Germany on the back of surging exports, which were up more than expected. In contrast to China, Germany grew its imports far more than expected. The German trade data is for August, but comes on the back of Eurozone GDP data that showed the region grew a creditable, for them, better than expected 1.5% in the second quarter. That compares with the US's 3.7%, Japan falling 0.3%, China up 7%, and Australia up 2%. New Zealand will report next week on Thursday, and that'll be around a GDP growth of 2.5%. Back in the US, the just-released Federal Reserve Labour Market Conditions Index rose 2.1 points in August, the largest monthly improvement in US labour markets since January. And Americans took on more consumer credit in July. In New York, the US Treasury 10-year yield benchmark is up today to 2.19%. Yesterday we saw local swap rates here essentially on hold, awaiting tomorrow's RBNZ signals. The US benchmark oil price is up modestly today, now at $46 a barrel, and the Brent benchmark is at $49 a barrel. The gold price is also up marginally, now at $1,121 an ounce. New Zealand dollar starts today higher with a small bounce across the board at 63.4 US cents, 90.2 Aussie cents, and 56.7 euro cents. The TWI is at 68.1. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.